Like I do. Like I pay. Like, oh, I want to fucking read Moon Knight. They got a new run of Moon Knight. I'll get because it started 2 months back, so I'll get 1, 2, and 3. Great, and then fucking 3 months will go by. I won't buy a comic book, and then I'll have to catch up with everything, and then I don't end up fucking reading it because I just don't have fucking time. I don't know. Sam Gomez? How about them Mets, Joe?
I'm sorry. That's I don't understand how this team every year can have injury after injury like this. It's them and the Buffalo Bills must share the same training staff.
Doo-doo.
Baseball season's over for me.
Joey, what do you think of the Lucha Underground commentary?
Stryker and Vampiro? I like it. I like Stryker on commentary. I like Vampiro with it too.
He can be hit. Vamp's hit or miss.
I really do like Lucha Underground. I really enjoy it.
Vamp's hit or miss.
Even there are guys that aren't the big names there, like the Ricochet or Puma, or when they bring in like Nitro or the Cage. There's smaller guys I like
Aerostar.
Yeah, like them guys. They do some pretty fucking nice shit.
Yeah.
I mean, the psychology is thrown way out the window.
Well, no, there's no psychology.
Right.
That was the thing, talking to Jay George, because Jay George went down to CMLL at Arena, Mexico, and fucking was training down there for a while. And like all of us go, hey, how was it? I'm like, listen, dude, lay it on me. What is the difference between Mexican psychology and American psychology? Like, because there's, I don't get the psychology. I love Lucha Libre. I don't get the psychology there. Is there something I'm missing?
And what do you say?
He goes, well, here's the thing about Mexican psychology. It doesn't exist. So, the faster that you get that, the more you'll enjoy the wrestling. So, and it makes perfect sense. It just isn't quite there. There are plenty of matches down there that fucking have that kind of stuff, but it's not often you get to you don't get to see them as much. You know what I mean? Like you get the blood feuds. Like Santo and fucking La Parca had this blood feud that went on for fucking, I don't know, seemed like years. Hio de Santo rather, and it was fucking insane. Bloody, violent, insane wrestling. I know when Jake Roberts went down there, he employed a shit ton of psychology, and it fucking worked. Just again, a lot of this stuff is very much based around the high spots, which is cool. Works for them. #dives.
More than just that.
Did you get a chance, Joe? Did you get a chance to check out the tweets of both Randy Orton and Rip Rogers this week? It was all over wrestling news.
I didn't know what Rip Rogers. I heard what Randy Orton said.
What are your feelings on this?
He was right. I agree with Randy.
That's it.
Well, I don't know about that. The dives and stuff. I don't care about all that. When he says that, you got guys who, let's say me and you wrestled each other. We're doing right now. It's like, oh, like you should book this guy. It's like I understand what he said. I don't know what he said about dives and stuff, but saying like, oh, there's a handshake now, and it's like, oh, we just had a great match. You should book this guy. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
I think there's a lot of different ways to be looking at it. In the situation, I think if you take anything and you just look at it from one perspective, you're kind of missing the whole picture.
So what did Rip Rogers say?
But it was pretty much the same thing. Like fucking Randy was behind him on it.
Oh, so Rip Rogers was agreeing with Randy?
Well, Rip Rogers was the one who sent it, and then Randy was agreeing with him.
Oh, okay.
And people got on Randy, and Randy, was being Randy. I think fucking...
Who disagreed with Randy?
A lot of fucking indie guys. But I mean, fucking even Bully Bubba Ray disagreed with him.
ECW, the company that destroyed wrestling.
Nah, that destroyed wrestling. How much money did Bubba fucking draw elsewhere? I think he was in WWE longer than he was in fucking ECW.
Probably. But do you think Randy Orton really gives a fuck what anybody says?
No, but that's fine. But I think you missed the point if you are only looking at it from one perspective. I think there was a couple of good tweets that I felt kind of summed up like my feelings on it, which is pretty much like, there really shouldn't be any reason for anybody in any business who shit on, other people who are making money in said business. And then Joey Ryan had a really good tweet where he's like, you could agree or disagree, but I think it's dumb for, I'm paraphrasing and probably paraphrasing terribly, dumb for fucking indie guys to shit on other indie guys who are making a living doing this in regards to it. And it's 100% right. I mean, say what you will about the Young Bucks. The motherfuckers
What did Rip Rogers say?
It was, I think it was a message sent to him of some sort of just like someone giving like the rundown of like what every indie match is, which is, all the super. But here's the thing: if the crowd is paying to see that, what the fuck does it matter?
Right, and you could also finish it off. Those guys that are doing that are probably just going to be indies for life.
But that's the problem, is that they're not. You know who is doing all that fucking indie shit?
Who?
Half of fucking NXT right now.
No, they're not. They're not wrestling the matches that are on the indies. They're not at all.
You're telling me that fucking half of NXT, like all the guys they signed,
they might have done it.
Yes, they did it, and that's what got them.
They're not doing it in NXT.
Oh, of course not, because NXT is a different style, and it makes perfect sense. Why would they do it?
But the guys that they're signing are actually good workers. There's a lot of shit on the indies.
Right, but they're not talking about Jimmy Doo-Doo here. They're talking about the fucking Will Ospreay and Ricochet match where those guys...
But did they say that, or you're saying that?
That's what. First of all, that's what Vader shit all over. And second of all, those are the type of matches, because keep in mind, Rip Rogers and Randy Orton are not sitting back and watching the fucking indie from New Jersey that draws 90 people, where these guys are trying this shit out. What they're watching is PWG, which is a fucking full building, full of fucking people, possibly the biggest actual independent in North America. That's what they're fucking watching. And honestly, I'll be real, again, as a fan of PWG, a lot of those matches are very similar like that.
Stupid shit where they go in slow motion. I hate that's retarded.
That's one match on a card.
But it's stupid. It's very stupid.
You remember it?
Yeah, I don't, but not for a good way, though.
I don't know. A lot of fans remember it for fucking multiple reasons. People remember it. People are talking about it.
We're also talking about that girl that was raped by her mother's boyfriend in New Mexico yesterday, but that doesn't mean it's good.
No matter if it's being good. That's obviously newsworthy. You're talking apples and oranges.
Same thing, though.
And the rest...
This thing, it's like... I cannot look at that in a positive way.
I bring up the point of you can get the people's attention by getting dropped on your neck a million times, or you can wrestle in slow motion. One of them is going to allow you to fucking wrestle like that for much longer.
I don't agree with getting dropped in your head a million times either.
I don't know. I think my biggest pet peeve with the whole situation of Randy and Rip saying these things, again, like, I agree and disagree. I have a lot of different opinions. My issue is, and again, I hate to shit on not really me shitting on him, but like, how many times have I watched a Seth Rollins match where he does the fucking superplex from the top, which used to be a finish, into a Falcon Arrow, and the guy kicks out at fucking 2.
I don't like that either.
Or fucking Seth Rollins will do like 3 consecutive dives onto a guy. And half of that guy's offense is, other people's finishers. Where again, it's not me. Obviously, the guy is a fucking millionaire from wrestling. He's making his living doing it. He's one of the best doing it. So it's not me talking down to him, but how are you going to sit there and talk about these moves don't matter anymore when, like, the pinnacle of your company is doing the fucking same thing? It doesn't make any sense to me. It's kind of... I mean, I guess you have the freedom to do that.
But Orton also was saying the stuff that they're doing on the internet, on social media. That's what I got out of it. I don't know what he was talking about. You said this thing with the dives.
Yeah, but it's, I think that was the whole thing they were taking out of it. Like, I can't control what people do on the internet and go, oh, book these fucking guys. You can't control that. Thanking your opponent online in a fucking world of, like, ridiculous social media, I don't take much of an issue with either. Like, I get, like, oh, kayfabe. Motherfucker, WWE has shows on the network that I can click in 5 minutes when I get home that will fucking destroy kayfabe in fucking seconds. So, again, when the fucking pinnacle of the wrestling world is telling you it's fake, and you're gonna try and pretend it's real, you're fucking insulting the audience's intelligence. But again...
I feel insulted anytime I watch Raw.
Oh.
I do.
I'm sure the people feel insulted listening to you. Guys, that'll be it for us. I'm dropped home. Warriors of Wrestling, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. King of Chaos NYC, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Joey B, Logan Black.
Goodbye.